Welcome back to another episode of Ask the Attorney. I'm your host, Alex Alexander with Client Focus Media. Today, I'm super excited to bring Heather Lee from the law offices of Heather D. Lee, the life insurance lawyer. Welcome, Heather. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you, Alex, for having me on today.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Thank you for being here. So obviously, I've been to your website, which is going to be life-insurancelawyer.com, and I suggest other people go there as well. And you are actually a multi-state lawyer, right? You are in Florida, New York, Pennsylvania, and Colorado. Tell us exactly the things that you do, please.
That's right. So I am a multi-state lawyer. I'm licensed in 4 states. I work throughout each of those states in state and federal court. I handle primarily life insurance cases. So I pursue denied life insurance claims. If somebody passes away and their claim is denied, I represent the beneficiary to pursue those claims. I also handle beneficiary disputes. Sometimes if 2 people are fighting over the same pot of policy money, then I will take cases on like that as well. I have a small fraction of my practice is homeowners insurance claims, so I do handle denied homeowners claims as well, but my primary focus is life insurance.
So obviously, I mean, life insurance is a pretty specific niche, right? Tell us a little bit about how you got into this and what you do to assist the people.
Sure. So it's funny to me looking back. I've been doing this for 11 years, but when I graduated from law school, I went to DePaul University in Chicago. And when I graduated from law school, it was at a time really when my friends and law school colleagues, we were all searching in a poor market coming out of law school at that time. So I did not get into this on purpose. I got into it on accident. I took a summer internship in Philadelphia when I was living in Chicago. I spent a summer in Philadelphia, and really that summer I just took the first internship that I could get. So I can't take credit for getting into this. It really purely was an accident, but I loved it. I did very well in contract law in law school, so it was interesting to me at the time, and I absolutely loved it. So I worked for a solo practitioner in Philadelphia for about a year after I graduated. I spent that summer with him, and then he invited me back after I graduated. And a year later, I started my own practice. So it's been an interesting journey that I really just kind of fell into. But, you know, I wouldn't change a thing because I love what I do, and I get to help people. Insurance companies, they have a delay, deny, defend kind of tactic. It's the way it's always been. That's how they make their profits. And they're banking a lot of times on people not being able to fight that. So I work on a contingent fee basis. I represent people pursuing claims, and I don't charge any retainers or any fees up front. I only charge a percentage if I am successful in recovering life insurance proceeds for my clients.
And obviously you are successful because you've been doing this for over a decade now. So congratulations on that. So again, for individuals out there, the no recovery, no fee, this basically just says, hey, look, you're not going to pay any upfront fee. When she has the recovery, then you guys will you'll have a plan together that you get paid at that point. So that's awesome. The most important part, obviously, is that you're helping those people who couldn't afford to help themselves otherwise. Rather than hiring a contingent lawyer, you'd have to go out and pay XYZ numbers of dollars to be represented, and then if they lose, just out. So is there anything in your philosophy, do you have a certain philosophy when it comes to your cases that you use to win these cases?
A certain philosophy? That's an interesting question that I would probably have to ponder for a while before I came up with a good answer. Right. What I do, there are, I would say 4, 5, 6 issues that I see the most often. I see those cases over and over, but I've been doing this 11 years, and I still every once in a while will come across a case that I'm not familiar with that specific issue because it just doesn't happen very often. So my philosophy on cases, I guess, if I just want to shoot a dart in the dark, is I just try to do the best that I can for every case that comes across my desk. A lot of them are familiar, different facts, but very similar legal issues. But I really do enjoy that challenge too of something that comes across my desk that you don't see in 10 years, you don't see in 5, 10, 15 years. So it's always a challenge, and every case is different. But I really just love that I can help people with their issues. Most of my clients are lower income clients. The reason they call me, they Google life insurance lawyer online and they find there's someone who, is familiar with this area and who's been doing it for a long time. So they call me. But most of those people don't have an attorney in the family, or they don't have someone, they might not have the funds or the financial stability to have an attorney that they go to for every problem. So they do need to just find someone who has this niche area like I do. And I found, and I'm very proud of the fact that most of my clients who come to me are lower income. They don't have a $5,000 retainer to pay to an attorney, and they're really just looking to figure out, they've just lost a loved one, they're devastated, they've lost someone close to them, they don't want to fight with an insurance company, and they're looking for someone like me who can kind of guide them through that process and that very overwhelming time for them. So I'm happy to do that without charging a fee.
Excellent.
Unless I win.
That's right. We understand that part, though. You put in the work. You're the whole reason that this is happening. So we understand that, obviously. So I want to thank you very much for being on the show. And before we end this, I want to make sure everybody out there knows, if you live in Florida, New York, Pennsylvania, or Colorado, and you're having issues, with life insurance and or a homeowner's insurance claim, I want you to go to get a hold of the life-insurancelawyer.com. Get a hold of Heather Lee, and of course, it's the law offices of Heather D. Lee. So you can find out more information there, or of course here at iwannabuzz.com. Do something good for yourself and do something good for others.